Alright guys, I'm back. Um, Back here for the Big Ten game. Did not have a whole lot of time um, between games, so I didn't really have time to research these two teams or any of their stats. Um, so just waiting for them to again pull up a stream for us to pull off of. Excuse me. I have both crazies down here now, by the way, so be ready for that. Yeah, the white one's chilling on the couch over there. And then I got, yeah, you can hear that. You can hear that. You can hear that heavy breathing, right? If I move just enough, he might come into the picture. Nah, he's going underneath my setup. What you doing? All right. But anyways, just waiting for them to get set up so I have another stream to go off of. Yeah, a little bit of a chill part of my stream. In between, the two conference championship games, and this other dog can't stop moving around behind me, just like he was in the earlier stream. Alright, well, seems like they're chilling for now, but that might not last. um, Alright, well, then again, like I said, waiting for them to pull up a stream. In the meantime, I'm going to get this browser set up, see my chat. Anyways, those of you who are already watching, I'd like to see who do you guys think is going to win this game, Big Ten Championship, um, between the Nebraska Cornhuskers and USC Trojans. Um, Again, I have not had time to do research on these two teams, so I'm just gonna go. I'm going in kind of blind on knowledge on these two teams. I did some research for. I did some research on the SEC teams because I had some time while I was setting this up. I did not have that same time for the Big Ten game just because, I mean, for one, I didn't know I was going to actually hop on and do this game. Two, I didn't. I mean, I had to go and eat something. It took me time to. I had to go and get it. I'll admit I ate out today, but But with that being said, I still had to go out and get it, come back home, and then actually enjoy my food. So I had to choose between hurrying up, eating my food, and getting some time to research these two teams, or just not enjoying my food. Um, as soon as the stream comes up, then I will go ahead and put them on. But And I just realized I have not fixed this in a while. But yeah, this is what you're looking at right now. Clearly, I'm not 100% advanced at this technology. I mean, I haven't spent a lot of time in it in 3 years, like we mentioned, but this is what, excuse me, this is where we're at in terms of waiting for a stream. You can see the stream I'm on right now is right here. So we're just waiting for one of them to load up a stream. I'm going to guess the USC stream's going to pull up first. They said they were kicking off in 10 minutes a little bit ago, but then the entire scheduled games channel got kind of deleted. I think we have a stream. Well, the guy who posted first here told me, I mean, he's the Nebraska guy. He's telling me you might want to use USC stream. See if USC pulls up here. Hopefully. I mean, both teams are live for the SEC game. I just went with the Alabama stream because that's what came up first. They're already about to get started here. And I'm not even set up for it. Hold on. I am almost there. Because I didn't see a stream come up from USC. So I'm just going to use this stream. I'm going to enter that in. And we're going to show that. There we go. We're on. They're kicking up. They didn't waste any time trying to kick off here from Indianapolis. The SEC team's kind of waiting for me, but these guys. I was waiting to see if the other stream popped up.
Kickoff team out there getting ready, and this is it, the battle for the conference championship trophy.
And the kick's away. And I could see what he was talking about.
He thought about returning it, but instead
a knee
takes a
in the
knee.
end zone
It'll
for
be a touchback.
Nebraska. We're underway. Plays with the weird camera angle. I'll give him that. Wonder how he's going to read the defense. He's got the all-22 view. Anyways, Raiola starts, throws the ball to the left, complete. A gain of a lot more than 15. He's to the 40, 30, 20, and he's tackled inside the Trojan 15-yard line.
Boy, a huge play by this offense.
That camera angle is paying off.
But I think it's
right off the bat. A little bubble screen, breaks huge, and now 1st and 10, already in the red zone, inside the Nebraska 50, or inside the USC 15. And now a handoff to the right, broken tackle, and a gain of a couple.
So it's 2nd and 8.
Well, this guy's got some wiggle, and you can see there he's got some power. He's able to break through one arm tackle, but the secondary comes up to finish him off.
Coming to the line on 2nd down. This is important. They want to avoid
so pistol look here.
And now the
run to the left, and it's a loss of a yard for Ivis.
Boy, this defense is
and it's
stepping
3rd and
up
9.
Here early in this game, really controlling the line of scrimmage. Just nowhere to go on this last play, and now we've got a 3rd down, a big opportunity for this defense to get
after
off
the big
field.
play from the Cornhuskers, the Trojans have an opportunity to hold them to just a field goal.
On 3rd down in the red zone.
And that would be a clutch way to start the game. They let the slot receiver open, but instead he's going to throw underneath, and he's going to settle for a 4th and 2. An interesting decision coming up here, as the Cornhuskers can't go for it here.
By this defense to keep him short of the first
and they will
down.
go for it. It looks like they're going to keep the offense out in the field.
On this 4th down and short.
As the completion underneath allowed him to have a 4th and short opportunity. But they're going right into the teeth of this Trojan defense. And here's a quick out to the running back, and he's going to break a tackle, get into the end zone. Touchdown, Huskers.
Just getting settled in for this conference championship game. This offense already has put points on the board, Kurt.
Man, they are not
and it did not take them long to march down the field and get 7 on the board. That little bubble screen sprung them free into the Trojan red zone. And it's as if USC was they were the ones defending the city of Troy right now, rather than the ones on the offense. That didn't end very well for them. Trojan horse, if you will. Well, I'm not too big of a geek on ancient history, but I kind of get the idea of where the name USC Trojans
now goes in motion. Defense will have to adjust.
Comes back to bite them in the head, but right now they have a chance to strike back, and a quick completion for a gain of 8 is a good start.
Anytime you have a chance to get this wide receiver isolated,
and yeah, I put my camera up to the upper right as well to kind of, not block the scoreboard like it was blocking in the SEC game. I just feel like it's a better look up here. I mean, there's not as much going on at the top right part of the screen as there is on the bottom right. Now on 2nd down, he's going to throw it downfield. It's caught. 1st down, USC at their own 45-yard line.
Boy, just a great throw and outstanding accuracy by this USC quarterback. We always know over the years that SC has as much history.
They are moving it down the field now.
Sure is living up to that right now.
Great start for the drive. Back-to-back explosive plays, and now another 1st down.
And now Nebraska's going to show a cover 6 look, and a wise decision to run that ball with Sanders.
I'll take that every single time. Offensive line does a nice job.
We saw a lot of running plays from both of our SEC
yards by lowering his pads on full display right there.
But right now, empty backfield. Doesn't look like he's going to run here. He's going to throw a quick crossing route, complete 1st down, Trojans.
But it's past the line to gain. That's a nice pickup there. They find some space in the zone and pick up the 1st down.
Past midfield now to Nebraska 43, so they're on the plus side of midfield. These offenses are clicking early on. They have a couple one-on-one matchups if they want to exploit those. And they're going to take advantage of the tight end. It's complete inside the red zone to the 11.
What a pitch and catch by the
I don't know if I'm
quarterback
going
and
to pronounce this
receiver for a
quarterback's
big game
name.
for this
Jaden
offense.
Mayava.
The Trojans starting a new series here on 1st and 10.
Or however you pronounce it. But it's 1st and 10 at the
He's
11.
looking to throw.
And now he's going to try and throw the ball.
Pass rush closing in.
The hitch not there, and he's going to take a sack.
Well, they give up a huge pass play, and they come back with a sack on the very next play. This defense
And that was a big play for the Cornhusker
bleeding,
defense. That
and they
is going to
did
set up
so with
second
that
and
sack.
forever. This is not the part of the field you want to be seeing
The
that.
sack makes it 2nd down.
Very little
and
room to work
forever.
with for the offense, and they have to go a long way. 2nd and 18 for Mayava and
Back
company.
in motion now. Quarterback looking to pass here on
Well, they
second
tried to
down.
run that halfback again out there. Instead, they're going to come with another
They bring him
crosser.
down after a
Those
short
crossing routes have
gain
been
there.
very big for him so far, and
The
it's going to be a
slot
3rd and
receiver
11.
can go
Still a very
inside
long
or
3rd down to
the
convert, not
outside.
quite as
This
long as
time
what they
he
just
sets the
had.
defender up, and
They
then
can get a
works
first
across the
down
middle for the
at the
completion.
1 yard line.
7th play of the drive coming up, but it is 3rd down and long.
So they got a 3rd and 11 here.
Dropping back, looking to throw for the
He's
first
going to
down.
look to throw. And Mayava takes another sack.
Escape, it's a sack.
Yeah, they took
And the
that
Cornhusker
nickel
defense
I think
stands
that's
up
the
tall
call. You get more
as it's
speed
now
to be
4th
able
and
to cover
19. The
with
field
those
goal
5
unit's
defensive
on.
backs, and also allows that
And this
defensive
kick is
line
up.
to get
It's
good
no good.
coverage
He
to get
pulled
after
it
the
wide
quarterback, as we
right.
see here.
Oh, and he missed
Not
it.
even
The kick is
close.
no
He didn't
good.
lock in.
And after the miss, still down by 7.
Well, that's going to go down as an empty possession for this offense. No points as he's off target. And now you can see he's hanging his head. A poor kicker.
Play action here on 1st down.
Now Raiola's going to look to throw, and he had a sack, but he backed away from Raiola
It's Ives.
as he dropped into coverage after
Let your quarterback get
faking
into a
the-
rhythm
it looked
early
like
in
it was
the game.
faking the
Sure,
blitz or
you'd love to see
something.
the big gains, but plays like
And
this
instead, he allows him to get a
settled
gain
into
of
the
7.
find his rhythm, and then he can make the bigger plays later on.
The completion makes
It's
it
now
2nd
2nd
down.
and short for the Cornhuskers.
Dropping back, it's Raiola.
And a quick throw to the flat, caught, 1st down and plenty more.
Tackle made
To
at
the 37-yard
37.
line.
That's a solid gain.
Good job here, the quarterback. His primary receiver did not look open. Instead of forcing the ball, he finds the running back as a check down and picks up a 1st down.
Now they're moving it again, the Cornhuskers, a fresh set of
Looking to
downs.
throw it on 1st down.
And he's
running
going to
out of time
have
here.
nobody open here, and he's going to throw it away. And that might be
That's
intentional
a throw
grounding.
away. A pretty obvious intentional grounding
And
call.
that is
Yeah,
what
here's
it
the marker.
is. It didn't say on the screen, but intentional grounding, it's basically a sack,
Here's
and
the
now it's 2nd
second
and
down
22. As it's a loss of down from the spot of the foul.
Wants to throw it.
And he's going to try a screen on 2nd and 22, and it looked like USC had it contained initially. They give him a gain of 4. It'll be 3rd and 18. Not a big screen pass there.
He's short of the 1st down.
Hey, they get some positive yards here, but just from sitting up here looking down, Chris, you kind of have a sense that they wanted a little bit more on that play.
So it's 3rd and long from the 29. The defense played coverage.
So now 3rd
or blitz.
and forever coming up
Here's some pre-snap
here for the
movement in the
Cornhuskers,
backfield.
and the Trojans have a chance to get off the field.
Looking to throw it on 3rd.
And they
very
properly
long.
align their defense, and now a sack on Raiola.
Great call here going
As he had no time to think about throwing that ball, and now his Cornhuskers are going to punt it back to the Trojans.
Defensive line plenty of time to come up with that sack, and now it's 4th down and long.
And then
Here's
4th
the
down,
punt.
they'll punt it away here.
And it's a decent
This
punt,
one will be
and
fair caught.
I don't get that. They just bump into the guy. It's a weird animation. They don't call a penalty or anything. Even though in real life it would be a penalty for fair
Here
catch
comes the
interference.
first play of the drive now from the 44.
Not allowed to hit a guy who calls for a fair catch, but it's 1st down for
Keep it
the
on ground.
Trojans.
Running back has the handoff.
Up
Defense
the middle
stops
with
him, but that's
Sanders,
a
give him
solid
5.
gain.
It's only his 2nd carry
It's a
on the
really
game so
good,
far.
solid run. I know it's not the
had a
flashiest big play.
solid
but
first
it's
drive
important
before
for
missing
your
that field
offense to
goal.
be able to get yards like that
They only
on
handed it
early
off to
downs.
him one
Stay
time
ahead of the chains,
that entire drive.
and it opens up the playbook for the 2nd and 3rd down
But
coming
now
up.
the end of the first quarter is hit as Nebraska is going to walk into the 2nd quarter with the 7-zip lead. And once again, this is for a first-round bye. Loser of this game will be playing in the opening round. So don't underestimate the magnitude of these conference championships. It's not what it used to be, like in real life when you had the 14 playoff, but it still pays dividends to have a first-round bye. Not have to play an opponent, especially if you're USC. You don't want to be playing. I mean, they'll most likely won't be playing a road game, but if they end up falling far enough and having to play a road game and they have to go up north somewhere, that's not a good thing for them. They're from Southern California. They're not used to cold weather, but they get the third down conversion here and move the chains, so they'll keep this drive going. As Mayava finds his guy, his receiver across the middle.
They spent hours and hours of working and developing.
Oh, and they are playing press man-to-man coverage with no safety help over the top. And they're going to take the underneath route. It results in a broken tackle and a gain of 9. And that is a terrible tackle attempt by number 15. What kind of tackle is that?
Pass caught. Second down now.
2nd and 1.
To throw, it's Mayava.
Mayava finds his guy out of the backfield, and it's Sanders for a first down.
That completion good enough for first down yardage.
Boy, it's so easy to get caught up on the receivers and the quarterback, and your eyes get lost. You forget about the running back. Nice catch and a first down for this offense.
So 1st and 10, Mayava lines up in the shotgun. Sanders flanking him to the right. He's going to look to throw. Finds Sanders out of the backfield again. A gain of 6.
Brought down after a short pitch and catch.
And
boy, it's one of the things I love about this
Nebraska making some adjustments here. They're starting to get beat underneath a lot, as if you noticed. Nebraska's not giving up anything down the field. You saw a lot of downfield shots in that Alabama-Oklahoma game. We're not seeing a whole lot of that here. It's just a lot of underneath stuff, and they're breaking decent chunks out of it. Both teams are. But they are taking a lot of sacks, too. An 8-yard loss on that one. It's 3rd and 12.
We're just getting started here. First half, and you're already talking about giving up 3 sacks.
This offensive line needs to put in some work right now because, yeah, they just that right guard said after 2 seconds, okay, I'm done. I'm done. He needs to do it a little bit longer on this play. He probably needs to give his quarterback 4 or 5 seconds now on 3rd and 12. Well, he didn't. He got it out immediately. He threw it incomplete. 4th and 12, and he missed the field goal from right about this spot last time.
This will be a 39-yard attempt.
And this time he locks in and he drills it.
Good. He knocked it right down the middle.
So the Trojans are on the board. It's now 7-3.
They're perfect to put 3 points up here for the offense.
And it doesn't look like the Cornhuskers will bring
and he'll lead the kickoff
this kickoff out.
We'll start from the 25.
It's a touchback. So the Cornhuskers have it. 1st and 10.
And the first play of the drive now from the 25.
I actually don't mind this all 22 view right now. I could see the entire offense in both sides. And there's a good user play by the Trojans. It is a loss of a yard. We saw the Mike Backer, that one guy from Oklahoma that was just constantly blowing up runs in the backfield. The only guy in their defense that really shot up to
bounce out to the outside. There's just no room to run.
Here it's that guy for USC, and he decides not to go for the flag route on the right. Instead, he's going to run for it. Raiola, a gain of 8. We'll make it 3rd and short. He took a hit there, too.
It's not there. You pick up
taking a hit might not be the best decision. Wear and tear is a thing. Also, fumbling the ball is a thing. Very well could have fumbled. He was by the sideline. That could serve as a 12th man for an offense in that situation. But still, you don't want to do that.
Dropping back, it's Raiola.
And that crossing route is wide open. Nobody near him. First down.
You bring him down at the 44.
Tackled at the 44.
Getting closer to midfield now.
Well, that's exactly how you dice up a zone coverage. Nice throw downfield here on 3rd down, and a really good route to give the quarterback a chance to make that play.
So now shotgun look here.
1st and 10.
And he's gonna run a mesh concept. It's one of my favorite plays to run.
And he drops back in the gun.
And he got his receiver to the left, another first down.
This offense is threatening now at the
And they're going to no huddle here with 3:40 to go.
Looking to crank up the tempo a bit.
And there's no time to sit there and talk to each other as a defense. You give up a big gain.
And Raiola drops back, finds another man complete. It's been moving a first down. They're picking up first down after first down right now. As USC needs to make an adjustment, call a timeout or something to try and stop this.
This defense allows one or two more drives like this, and they're going to be gassed by the
kind of getting some intel while this game's going on the two users. First, figure out who the two users are. I don't think I've played Nebraska in any game before. He's also having trouble with this camera right now. Cam Dog is actually USC. We played him in Madden 24 one time, and we pulled off a victory that got us into the playoffs that year.
He's able to find some room before they finally bring him down.
But that was my best
after that run on the previous play.
I would say
that's a really good run by this offense. And Chris, here they go. Up-tempo offense looking for a first down.
Here we go again. No huddle offense after a gain of 7. And a run right up the middle. And the Trojans meet him, but not before he can get the first down. And now we're having some issues here.
Down yardage.
Okay, thank goodness, because I was not about to play around.
In this back, I tell you, he's got some outstanding vision to be able to find those creases.
It's the first time we've had lag like
yards,
that.
And here he gets the first down.
The Cornhuskers are going to cash in here in the red zone.
It's extremely rare that happens. But he's got Johnson to his right. And he's going to run an RPO here, and the Trojans are ready for it somewhat. Give him 5. But again, no huddle offense, but the 2-minute timeout might just be saving the Trojans right now from fate that they don't want, because they didn't want to not huddle.
Down here in the red zone.
That field general ability is serving to the Cornhuskers' advantage, and now timeout is being called as the Trojans make the tackle for a loss.
Well, they run it right into
They're showing man-to-man coverage. And now it's 3rd and 6.
Call that blitz here by the defensive coordinator, and you're right. He shoots right through that A-gap. Really, the back had nowhere to go by the time he got the ball.
Raiola drops back, looks to throw, has his out route. Complete. Touchdown, Cornhuskers.
Strong game by this quarterback. Conference championship pressure, they just grind away. Beautiful execution.
And Nebraska has taken control here. The Trojans, though, the one thing they have going for them, a minute 52 to go. They have 2 of their 3 timeouts. They called one right before that touchdown.
Avoiding any turnover potential.
They can drive down the field, score. They get the ball to start the second half. So the Trojans do have a scenario here that does work out for them, but they have to execute. That is not something they've done very well, particularly when they've reached the other red zone. Because they have stalled. They've had 2 drives so far. They both made it to the red zone, and they've only resulted in 3 points.
That goes in motion now. Let's see how the defense adjusts. Dropping back.
Taking monster sacks is not going to help them. They're going to have to get back to the red zone first, and that's a good completion, a gain of 11 to start. And now they're going to no huddle.
And the Trojans will come to the line.
And if they can hike it before Nebraska gets lined up, they'll be in a good place.
First down. Looking to throw the football.
And that ball is caught. And can he get the first down and stop the clock momentarily? Yes, he does. To the 47 now, just shy of midfield, and they're going to realign, and they're going to press the slot receivers here.
On 1st and 10 here, looking to throw the ball.
Mayava throws sideline caught. No, out of bounds.
His receiver that time.
It wasn't caught. That's the only thing about this camera angle. I thought this pass was caught. I'm not sure what kind of animation that was.
Incompletion in first down makes
it was a bad throw
from the 47.
Mayava, 2nd and 10. So it would have been an easy completion to stop the clock, but instead 2nd and 10. And now across the middle, this is going to keep the clock running, as he is nowhere near the first down, and now they'll have the no huddle. But this is 3rd down. You have to have the right play call.
Out of the gun now on 3rd down.
Crossers are on. He's got a man open. Complete. First down for the Trojans past the Nebraska 40. And again, we're experiencing some lag on the stream. And this time it's buffering real good. We're waiting to see if this comes back up or not. We'll have to refresh it maybe. This would be really bad if we missed like a big play.
The short completion of the tight end.
All right, we just refreshed, and I'm not sure what's happening right now. I mean, my Wi-Fi has got only 2 bars right now, but my stream's still live. Okay, we'll try refreshing again.
The short.
So we can only see this up to this moment right now. And it's doing that again. It is lagging. And we're probably missing something that's important here. Let me see if I could just pull it up on my phone real quick so I can at least get back to... Yeah, I'm not sure what's happening. It cut his stream. So what we're seeing right now is just a refresh. I can't pull it up on my phone. So it was not on my end. We have literally no idea. We are blacked out from the Big Ten Championship game right now. We have no idea what's happening. Okay. Okay, I'm gonna have to reboot. Not reboot, but I'm gonna have to refresh this entire thing, I suppose. So the stream is back up. Crashed on them. I'm not seeing anything. Anyways, I have it back now on my end at least.
Well, they don't make the completion here. The timing seemed to be off between a quarterback and the receiver. But, man, this defensive coordinator, he may
right now,
Nebraska, getting more pressure on this quarterback by changing some things up. He's got a lot of time back there to throw the ball. And eventually, that's going to cost you.
All right, UC's now on the 3rd and 12.
The 11th play of this marathon drive.
So,
3rd and long
this is where we pick up after that stream crash. The big 3rd down for the Trojans.
Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down.
At the Nebraska 29, and he just got the throw off.
Incomplete.
Chris, this offensive coordinator is going to have to adjust. We've seen
and this offensive line is not blocking for Mayava at all.
Game long. They've got to find a solution to
and now a 50-yard field goal attempt, and it's going to be right down the middle. He centered that up pretty good. I think unintentionally, but he still was set up for a good field goal. So at least he gets 3 on the board. He left Nebraska with very little time. We have all 3 points up here for the offense, but he left Nebraska with 22 seconds to do something with it. So.
And it comes out of the 25. No,
he's not in the worst situation, but the fact that he's not getting touchdowns right now is kind of concerning if you're a Trojans fan.
Looking for some late fireworks
now they just got to prevent anything massive from happening.
And looking to throw
Raiola with that field general ability is dangerous, but he got hit before he could even think about making a read.
Oh my gosh.
And the clock is now down to 19 seconds here, and he's lucky he didn't fumble that.
He misses him. That's where you go back to the receiver and say, hey, man, that one's on me. I'm coming right back to you.
So 2nd and 10 from the 25. Important to get something here to avoid.
2nd and 10, 19 seconds to go.
To throw, it's Raiola.
And crossing route caught for a short gain.
Underneath. They bring him down quickly.
It looks like Nebraska's not going to use the timeout. No, that was
the marker.
With 11 seconds left, 3rd and 4. There's really not much that they can do here. I don't understand why he didn't just go to halftime at that point.
Not much time left, perhaps just time for
if USC gets an interception or something, they could get another 3 points.
There's the snap, and he's looking
They're going to run a screen, though. Very safe play call here, and it's going to break for a decent gain. He breaks a tackle. 3 seconds to go, an immediate timeout. And now hold on, can he kick a 60-plus yard field goal with this kicker? I don't know. From here, it'd be roughly a 61-yard kick. But they are not going to do that. I think they're going to try a Hail Mary.
Time ticking away. Time for just one more play.
And USC's going to come out and prevent. They have no timeouts, so they better be aligned properly here.
Here comes a first down pass attempt.
And everybody dropping back for USC. The pressure comes on Raiola, and he breaks the sack, but now he's past the line of scrimmage. He has to do it with his legs, and he cannot.
They make the tackle as time expires. That'll do it for the first half.
So 14-6 is the score.
First half here. Kevin Connors now has our halftime update.
USC gets the ball to start half number 2, but they have to find pay dirt at some point. They can't not find pay dirt.
And the Huskers will kick it off to begin the second half.
So yeah, Nebraska defending a 14-6 lead. They tee it up, and it's away. And that's a touchback.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone. The offense will start at the 25. In the first play of the drive now from the 25.
Nebraska's showing 2 high safeties. Mayava trying to call an audible here, and a play action. And he's going to take the one-on-one, and it's almost intercepted. Almost the first turnover of the game.
Instead of second down.
It would have been a big one, too. It would have pretty much cemented complete control for Nebraska, but USC gets another chance at it, 2nd and 10.
Something in the first half that they could take advantage of. They come out early and try to hit it for a big one.
Empty backfield. Again, USC trying to throw the ball. Neither of these two teams have run it a lot in this game. It's an easy first down on a pinch and catch. He ran cover 4. A hitch route is a very easy cover 4 beater.
There's not enough pressure. It's allowing him to sit back and pick apart this zone defense.
And now he will hand the ball off here to Sanders.
That's a nice tackle there by the senior.
And a gain of 3.
It's exactly what you want to see as a play caller. You get positive yards to be able to kind of keep you on schedule as a play caller. That's all you can ask.
2nd and 7 coming up.
And a nice run.
Offense getting set up. Here's
We're
second
seeing the
down.
cover 4 kind of look here again.
Quarterback drops back.
And a quick throw to the running back. And this is how you're gonna beat Nebraska. You're gonna beat them underneath when they run cover 4 all the time.
48.
Defense kind of lost the running back here. Makes a nice catch.
And I think he's going to not play cover 4.
And the Trojans look to keep this drive moving.
Yeah, he's no longer doing the cover 4. This is a cover 3/cover 6 kind of look.
Off the play
You
fake
can
on
see it's a
first
cover
down.
6, but that's a play action. If he hands it off, that might break big. Instead, finds his receiver in the flat, pass to Nebraska 40, and he's marching down the field again. This has not been a problem for USC. They have been moving it. But then they usually take a big sack, and then they go backwards, and then they have to attempt the field goal.
The entire country. Lucky that one.
And right now, I think running the ball might be a good option. Try to get these pass rushers off of their A game, but instead he finds a man down the RPO. 10, 5, the Trojans find the end zone.
Touchdown, Trojans. Simple throw, all the yards after the
And the
catch.
horse strikes the
Also played by
Huskers.
receiver to score.
Just a dynamic, athletic.
But now they got to go for 2 here. Well, they don't have to,
Just
but
throw him the
they're
football.
going to.
He makes a catch.
And they're going to chase the
then
points
all
now. And if
fireworks
they don't
are
get
after the
this, it's
catch.
going to be big.
Defense just
But if they
unable
do
to
get it, it's a
corral
tied game.
There's the snap. They'll set up the throw.
Mayava looking, has time, fires, back end zone.
And he drops
Broken
it.
up.
Can you believe it?
Oh my gosh, Chris, all he had to do is look it in, and he drops it. Let's see how that drop
Big
ends up
hit, breaks
affecting
up
him the rest of
the
this game.
pass in the back of the end zone. Nebraska was all over it. Like I said, USC has not had any success in the red zone.
25.
And yeah, they got a touchdown, but that came from outside the red zone. And it was a good thing that he didn't get tackled inside
And
the
the
20.
first play of the drive now from the 25.
Raiola runs an RPO of his own, and a big juke move brings him free. And the safety to beat. And he's tackled at the 35. What a nasty juke move this was. He took out 2 defenders with that.
Creating some one-on-one matchups, and the quarterback makes them pay for it.
So quickly, with one explosive play, this offense is set up just outside the 30.
Like I said, if Nebraska gets into the end zone, it's a two-score game because of that failed two-pointer.
He's brought down after
a short completion to the left gets him a gain of 3, 2nd and 7.
Chris, I think you got to give all the credit to the wide receiver here. Man-to-man coverage on an out route. That is a tough ask. Good inside move on the stem to separate from the defender, and a great throw by the quarterback near the sideline.
And now it's 2nd and 7.
Second down, we're going to throw it.
And he's going to throw underneath, complete 20. Juke move again. This guy's got some sort of shifty ability, doesn't he? As he's in the red zone at the 11 now, 1st and 10.
The
get
key
a first down at the 1.
Is to put the ball out in front of the wide receiver to give him a chance to do what he just did. Pick up some valuable yards after the catch.
The Cornhuskers will line up on 1st and 10.
1st and 10, Nebraska knocking on the door here. Going to hand it off. And a gain of 2 as they fill up the holes quickly. It's now 2nd and 8.
Coming to the line on 2nd down. This is important.
There's been a lot more methodical play here from both teams. Not nearly as many as explosives as we saw in the SEC Championship. And he breaks it to the outside. And he's tackled short of the first down. Short of the end zone, of course. 32.
That offensive line, lowers his pads, and it's a nice, solid game.
Can the Trojans get off the field this time? They have a defense that they might like. Hey, throw it to the flat. Touchdown, Nebraska!
Touchdown, Nebraska! Conference championship on the line. This quarterback told us this is my
They backed off his tight end. They forgot all about him. And just like that 2-point conversion failure is going to come back to bite because now they're down by 2 scores.
The play caller is seeing the defense.
That is the reason why you wouldn't go for 2 in that situation. I mean, I would have gone for 2.
It's a dream performance so far by this quarterback.
So I can't say I blame him, but there's an argument to be made there. Now he's going to have to make up for it.
At the 25.
Touchdowns have been hard to come by for the Trojans, as every time they've made it to the red zone, well, 2 times, actually, no, 3 times. No, it was 2 times, because the other time they took a sack, it was outside the red zone. But they failed to turn it into 6, is what I'm trying to say.
Back to throw. It's Mayava.
Mayava finds a wide open man right across the middle. I'm not sure what kind of coverage that was from the Cornhuskers, but they're already past midfield.
By this USC quarterback, but how about the catch by the wide receiver? And Chris, we've been saying that for decades when it comes to USC and their wide receivers. What incredible
What kind of coverage was that?
I know he was a Steeler,
the easiest pitch and catch that Mayava's had the whole day. 27 yards. Now hand off to Sanders and give him. He rolls over a guy, give him 7. I was going to say give him 5. But then he got a couple extra yards while he was on the ground there. And yeah, he was already pulled down. It's just he wasn't like on the ground. He was on top of a guy, on top of a Cornhusker to be specific.
The offense with some pre-snap eye candy. They look to throw it here on 2nd down.
2nd down, and Mayava throws right side, complete, 1st down.
He's tackled quickly, but the yardage is good enough for the first down.
You can see Mayava's put together a pretty decent game with 252 yards. Hasn't made any bad mistakes besides the one 50-50 ball that should have been picked off. That wasn't.
Get out of your base. Maybe try 5 or 6 defensive backs on the field. Somebody that can match.
But now he's going to try and run the ball. It definitely looked like a run all the way. And Sanders got blasted, but he's just short of the first down. It'll be 2nd and inches.
Those positive yards on 1st and 10, and it's not quite a first down. Looks like it'll bring 2nd.
It's almost to the point where USC has to score.
Open up the playbook here to be able to open up.
Once they're inside the 20, they've had trouble scoring. I can't say they won't score, but they've had trouble.
Looking to throw it on 2nd down.
Mayava, time. Trying to run to the right. And he throws it to the end zone. It's caught! Touchdown, Trojans! Forget about the red zone. He's just into the end zone now.
The elite quarterbacks in college football have this ability. Use your athletic ability to get away from pressure, but also maintain your vision downfield, finds the open target, and then makes a perfect throw.
And it's not over. And the Trojans, again, are going for 2. I don't understand that. and make it a 1-point game. I guess if the Cornhuskers score a touchdown, it's still a one-score game.
Now the offense will go for a 2-point conversion.
That's the only logic I can think of, but they're going to go for 2 again. The red zone offense has been terrible today. So this is quite the gutsy call, and it's intercepted. So they're not going to get the 2-pointer. Now a field goal only ties the game.
A great throw right there.
I just don't understand. I don't really understand. Why would you go for 2? Why would you do that? That time I would not have gone for 2. I would have kicked the extra point and gone down by 2, hoping my defense gets a stop, and then getting a field goal would give me the lead kind of situation. But instead, a field goal only ties it now. So if he goes down the field, kicks a field goal, and that's the only other point scored for the rest of the game after that, he has himself to blame. I'm being honest about that. But for now, his defense has to get a stop. Raiola and company back to work. Play action, and that tight end is wide open. Wide open, first down, Nebraska.
Oh, and he heads out of bounds after a really nice gain there.
Well, this is why
give him the 40-yard line on that, a gain of 15.
You run the ball, and then you go play action. It affects the eyes of the safeties and the linebackers and frees up some space for the tight end to be able to pick up a nice gain.
And that was a very hard sell on that play action by Raiola. Very good animation there. The entire USC defense fell.
It'll be first down.
And now they're going to run an RPO. Pass caught into space. That tight end again.
To his right. Solid 8-yard gain brings up a 2nd and 2.
So much pressure on the defense against the RPO because you're always going to be wrong
2nd and 2
if it's
coming
executed
up.
correctly. Here they were determined to stop the run. The problem is you leave yourself vulnerable to a throw into a flat. Right flat's open. The quarterback makes the right throw. Look at these yards.
Shotgun here for Raiola. Johnson flanking him to the left, and they're going to jet motion, and they're going to do a jet touch pass. And it will be enough for a first down. Not a huge hitter like we saw earlier.
Well, when you have a guy that can get to the outside that quickly, use that touch pass to be able to get him on the perimeter, let him use that speed to pick up the
jet touch passes aren't as
like
broken as they were in college football 25, but they still usually lead to pretty solid gains. So why not keep running them?
The Cornhuskers with 1st and 10 here.
Every once in a while, the defense will blow it up in the backfield. I mean, I guess that would be the reason why you
now to the defense. To throw, it's Raiola.
USC comes with the blitz, and they almost get there to make the interception. And that could have been 6 going the other way, and an absolute game changer. But it did reach the tight end's hands. I thought it was off of the linebacker.
2nd and 10 now from the 48.
So that wasn't almost intercepted. It looked like it. Well, it looked like it was. Either way, 2nd and 10. The pass is
incompletion on first down. Looking to throw
and that pass caught on the outside and give him a gain of 7. Sets up a 3rd and short.
Picking up a few yards on the play.
This has been a much smarter game of football than the SEC. The SEC Championship game was full of terrible reads, but also explosive deep shots down the field and a lot of interceptions. No turnovers for either team in this game so far, and Raiola does not have to hike it. He won't. But another close finish, another good game on their hands here. I have a feeling whoever makes the first mistake, whoever makes the bad read and gets intercepted, is going to lose this game. That usually tends to be what happens when both teams go into the 4th quarter with no turnovers. They're going to hand it off, and it's enough for a first down, but he fumbles the ball, and there's your turnover. Here come the Trojans the other way. A spin move, and he's tackled just shy of midfield.
And the return could be a game-changing.
And hold on, the Cornhuskers are going to challenge. They are going to challenge the play.
The one thing they couldn't afford to do, holding on to this tight.
I don't know. He might have been on top of the guy and fumbled it.
Away. Now
Nebraska's going to challenge, and they win the challenge. So Nebraska gets to keep the ball.
That ruling on the field.
Well, we saw a failed challenge in the SEC Championship game. Here in the Big Ten, the Big Ten officiating crew decides in favor of the Cornhuskers as they say the running back Johnson was down. Another fumble, and this one's going to stand for sure. And the Trojans come the other way. 30, 20, And he's going to be chased down and brought down at the 5.
That's a huge return to get the takeaway and set the offense up in great position.
That is even better for the Trojans than what they had at first.
They're holding on to a slim lead, and they fumbled away with plenty of time for a game-winning drive going the other way.
And so much for that challenge going their way. Now the Cornhuskers' sudden change backed up against their own end zone. They've defended their own end zone very well, but this is a very difficult situation for them. And now, the Trojans had all the momentum on their side, but the first down play call strikes again, as they now have to do it from the 10 instead of the 5. With the struggles they've had in the red zone. And that is an absolute blessing for the Cornhuskers, who just had that turnover. That was a definite fumble. That one wasn't even close. And here's the RPO to the right. And he's going to find the end zone. The Trojans have the lead.
Well, this is why they love this guy so
What did I
much,
say at the beginning of this quarter, which was 35 seconds ago in playing time? Whoever makes the first mistake, and granted, that wasn't a bad read, it was just a fumble, but whoever makes the first mistake is going to lose. Well, it's not over. I mean, there's still plenty of time for things to turn around for Nebraska, but that is a game changer.
Kickoff team out there, they are fired.
It's the first turnover of the game in the fourth quarter. And now Nebraska has to respond. And they're going to have to do it through the air. Of course, they have done a lot of damage through the air. So definitely not counting them out after the fumble and the Trojans taking all the momentum by its throat. And, of course, Raiola, with that field general ability, can see what's going on. That pass caught. And they can be methodical here. They have over 7 minutes to do this. In fact, it'd be a dream drive if they took all 7 minutes and found
Well, you
paper.
can tell the quarterback knew exactly what he wanted to do with the
But they're
football.
not gonna do that. They are hurrying to the line of scrimmage. They are
nice game.
no huddling here. Pass complete out of the backfield, and a back juke for a couple more yards. And a first down anyways. Johnson trying to make up for the fumble. I mean, he almost fumbled on that previous play. That he actually definitely 100% fumbled.
Off the play fake, looking to throw.
And a play action. And a wide open crosser to the Trojans 30.
He make the tackle, but not before he gets all the way to the 30. The Huskers have first
and they're going to no huddle again.
Okay, here they go. Big first down, good pickup, and they are off and running.
And hand off. And oh boy, I thought he might fumble again. The way he was tackled, I thought USC might try to strip the ball out.
Now, sometimes
instead, it's a loss of a yard, second and 11.
But you know the coaches are telling them to follow the blockers and execute the plan.
Second and 11, 6 minutes.
Quarterback looking to pass
just over 6 minutes to play. Crossing route wide open. And another first down for the Cornhuskers. The Trojans are not playing a whole lot of hard flats. You can tell because they're giving this all up right now. Might want to start thinking about it now that the Cornhuskers are inside the 20. They got to get lined up.
Quarterback checks the defensive look, makes some adjustments. That's the wide receiver coming in motion now.
And now a jet touch pass, and it looked like it was going to get blown up, and he turns it up. Touchdown, Nebraska!
And they take the lead here in the fourth quarter.
The Huskers strike back.
He is having himself a day.
This guy's just having one of those days you dream
And this is
about
turning
against
into a
the
classic.
Let's also give credit to the
28-25.
Nice of getting open, and the big fellas up front for giving him enough time to throw.
And remember, USC went for 2. Not on their last touchdown, but the one before that.
That one will bounce out of the back
and
of the
they
end zone.
didn't get it, which was an
25.
ill-advised 2-point conversion attempt. So, again, if they kick a field goal, it only ties the game.
And the first play of the drive now from the 25. Heavy blitz look here, pre-snap.
Now Mayava throws complete. Sanders out of the backfield, a gain of 20.
They bring him down to the 45, but a solid gain to keep this drive going.
And that's a first down,
And that completion, Kirk, puts him over
they will huddle. I was waiting to see if he would no huddle again.
Yeah, anytime a quarterback has a day like this, really it all has to come together with the offensive line play, the receivers running these great routes, and he's just in sync. He's kind of in that zone right now, and he'll be the first one to tell you how much his teammates have helped him out today.
One play moves the ball to the 45. It'll be first down. He'll hand it off.
And off, Sanders up the middle.
He picked up 4,
Gain
so
of 4.
second down and 6 coming up.
Nice solid run here by this back. Did a nice job of just kind of finding that lane, pick up some positive yards there on 1st and 10.
So we're now under 5 minutes to play.
Second and medium. Looking to pass. It's Mayava.
And Mayava finds
from the pocket,
receiver.
over the middle.
And another
He's
first
down,
down.
but not before he gets first down yardage.
Man,
As
this
it's
wide
past the
receiver has been a
45.
difference maker in this football game. He's got 2 touchdowns already.
Now USC
they
has
look
that
to him
scenario
again,
that they
and
could
he
just
picks up the first down.
methodically drive it down, chew up 4 minutes of time. That is their ideal situation. They don't care about that right now. They find a big chunk right here.
They finally tackle him.
But here we go again in the red zone. They converted last time.
Well, Chris, with this style of RPO,
The
quarterback has to do
RPO,
a really good job of staying on that
but they're
line
going
with
up
the
there on their
running back
RPO counters.
to
Both of
make
these
sure
teams
that
are.
the defense
You're only
is
allowed to run
really
5
against the run before he can
in
pull
a
it
game,
out
and I
throw
don't
the
know how
football.
many Nebraska
Here, it's a
or
little
how many
further
USC is
downfield, but
running
the
this
same
game.
result as far
I
as the
feel like it's at
potential
least 4.
and the big gain coming off of an RPO.
They got one on the touchdown last time, so if they got one left in them, they better use it wisely.
Here comes a throw from the red zone.
Shotgun look, dropping back. Defender was there, but he doesn't get their first and goal. The 1.
That gain is good for a first and goal.
Now for USC, you're going to huddle up, I suppose. I was going to say maybe you think about hurrying up, catching the Cornhuskers off guard.
Tried everything. They're blitzing. They're sitting back in zone. They're trying to double coverage certain receivers.
But they are not.
Everything that they've tried is unfortunately
They
for
are
them
not coming out with the running back in the
because of
backfield.
how
Quarterback blast, touchdown. Mayava scores. The Trojans back in front.
You just love to see this when the game is on the line. This offensive line does a great job of executing up front, giving this back just enough room
An extra
to be able
point
to get into the end zone.
makes it a 4-point game, makes a field goal do no good for the
Add
Cornhuskers.
to the lead now with the PAT.
And it's true.
PAT up and good. So the lead is 4 here in the final quarter.
Back and forth we go here in the Big Ten Championship
After putting
game.
up the touchdown, the kickoff team is out there to boot it away.
And this kick is not going to be brought out.
And he'll
Fair
lead the
call.
kickoff right there. They'll start from the 25.
So here we go. USC has it, or excuse me, Nebraska has it. 75 yards to pay dirt, 3:15 to play. Big plays have become more common in this 4th quarter, so big chunk down the field, set them up would be ideal for them, but here's a short crossing route, and then they find space for a gain of 13. Neither one of these teams wants to guard a crossing route. If I'm a potential playoff team right now, I'm taking note of what's happening here. And just saying, I'm calling a bunch of mesh plays, I'm calling a bunch of drag routes, anything with a crosser is on my play sheet. Because neither one of these teams has defended it very well at all.
High completion good for a first down. The offense working with a new set of downs here.
Just saying. You run into USC or Nebraska. That might be what you want to think about, but here's a big run. We haven't seen too many runs in this game, but that's probably the biggest one of the game for Johnson. And he's trying to make up for that fumble so bad. The fumble that he can't seem to get away from right now. Nebraska, interestingly, hurrying it up. They don't have to. They're going to hand it off to Johnson in the middle. And he holds on to the ball for a gain of 7.
Finally shows what he's capable of doing when he gets out in space and can show you that speed.
Second down play coming up for this offense.
2nd and 3. Raiola, shotgun, Johnson flanking up to the right. And he's got 3 wide receivers out on the field. And they will run it, and USC all over the RPO. 2 minutes to play.
He the 2-minute timeout as this offense
And a
tries
big
to stage
third
a
down
comeback
coming up for
and
the
win game
Cornhuskers.
late.
They 4-down territory at this point. Field goal does them no good.
Here we go. Conference championship game comes down to this.
USC playing press coverage on the left with no safety help. Actually, no, they're backing up a little bit.
In the 3rd and short, they'll try to throw for it.
And they're going to go underneath to their tight end for a first down. That is a smart play from Raiola.
First down.
No interceptions for either team in this game.
Quarterback with the ability to read the defense properly and then just get it
As
to
this
the
has been
open
a
man.
very
Sometimes
clean
it
game for
sounds
both
simple, but it's tough
quarterbacks.
to execute. This time we have good recognition by
You can
the
see all the
quarterback,
passing
and he
yards.
gets
They have
it down to
combined
the
for
tight
over
end. You can see
700
what
yards
he can do after
passing.
the
And now a
catch.
timeout is called by
And now the
USC.
defense decides to spend a timeout to regroup a bit. A conference championship is at stake.
So,
Can the offense
USC
step up
probably
here
realizing,
in the final
or
minutes?
Cam, I should say, probably realizing that time is beginning to run low, and if he gives up a touchdown here, he needs to have time to have this ball back. They're going to hand it off here. Nebraska needs a touchdown, by the way. They can't just settle for 3.
What a great job by this
But they might
defense.
be trying to
Backed
run
up
off
deep
some
in their
clock
own
before they
territory
get in.
inside
If
the
they
red zone,
are to get
but they get
Problem
penetration
is
to come
that's
up
not a
with a loss
certainty
there.
because it's now 2nd
Here
and
we go.
11.
Conference championship game comes down to this. The offense got to make a play here with time.
Crossing
running
routes have
down.
been a big thing. I'd have a lot of guys in the middle of the field here to stop that.
Back
and
to
have
pass.
hard flats
It's
on.
Raiola.
There's no hard flat over there. An easy completion, and it's 3rd and
Down
short.
after the catch, but at the 8-yard line, the offense
Now
threatening
what
here.
does USC do? They will call a timeout first and foremost, but if Nebraska gets a first down here, they can run this all the way down. And basically make this drive be the end of the game, regardless of what happens. But USC,
The conference championship
if
is
you're
at stake.
USC,
Can the offense step
would you give up a
here
touchdown
in
if
the
you gave up the
final
first down
minutes?
right now? You probably just trust your defense.
And they pick up the first
And
on the
that's
ground.
exactly what they're going to do. They give up the first down, but they're going to have to defend these 4 yards. Actually, no, it's the 6-yard line. It says I can barely read that.
page here.
Yeah, he's tackled. Yeah, 6-yard line. I don't know what I'm looking at. They're going to have to defend these 6 yards with their lives right now. 1st and goal. If Nebraska were to get in, they would want it to be on the first play, so they have time. And they go backwards.
They got him for a loss.
2nd and 7. A minute left to play, and here we go. This is it. This is the game.
They attacked. They got through.
Nebraska has the scenario they want. USC is not going to have a lot of time to respond if the Cornhuskers score. That is exactly what they want. So USC has to win this game with their defense now.
From the gun,
Raiola looks, looking, nobody open. He's got to escape. That pressure comes, he throws it out of bounds. Very smart play from Raiola.
Smart not to take a sack on that play. Brings up
And now it's 3rd and goal to 7.
Now that's going to bring up a critical 3rd down here as we're late into this football game in a drive where they need points. This quarterback's got to take
Here we go,
control of this
shotgun
ball,
look. They
make
got
sure everybody's
one-on-ones
same page.
on the
You have
outside.
multiple plays that you could go to,
They're going to do
whether
a
it's
screen
run
pass here.
or
Can they
a
get
pass.
in? He shakes it to the outside. Touchdown! Nebraska strikes again inside 30 seconds to go.
This team and this offense. Now it comes down to
Unbelievable. They've done it. They did it exactly how they wanted to, leaving USC with no timeouts and only 28 seconds to answer. And that is being methodical at its finest. They had over 3 minutes, 3.5 minutes left of time when they had the ball to start that drive. Now USC has to absolutely get down the field in a hurry. They do have first downs to their advantage to stop the clock momentarily. Of course, they can get up quickly and spike the ball if Cam knows how to do that. Most people don't know how. But here we go, first down. This is first down. They're going to have to back it up 5 yards. They're going to have to take a delay of game. And that is the last thing that they needed. This is such a horrible penalty.
Unaware of the play clock, that'll cost them 5.
No, you're not unaware of the play clock. It's just not long enough. So, spot them an extra 5 yards, I guess, if you're USC, huh? Are you that confident?
Got to make a play here with time winding down. To the air.
They got to go down the field, and they got to go quickly. And there's the downfield shot. Broken up. 13 seconds to go.
That would have sealed this game.
Nebraska almost had a game-stealing pick.
Well, one of the few times this
play cooldown comes into effect here. You can't call too many of those plays that he just did. I think he has enough in his playbook, though, for 13 seconds.
Mismatch opportunities.
He can try and hit the middle of the field. He's got the crosser. It's complete. 8 seconds to go. He cuts it up the middle. He finds space. He needs to get out of bounds. Oh, he just tackled in bounds. He had to get out of bounds there. And now this clock's going to expire. Or will it? Yes, it will. Unbelievable. He didn't get out of bounds. And that is terrible awareness on the part of the Trojans. As he thought he had a free run to the end zone or something, but he got tackled in bounds with no timeouts left. And the first down run was not going to be enough there. That's just unbelievable. I don't understand that. I don't get it. Anyways, that was a thriller. But I must say that the Cornhuskers did deserve to win that game. And USC, they'll go into the playoffs. But you might want to think about, first of all, going for that second 2-point conversion. First one was understandable. And then not going out of bounds. He got greedy and didn't go out of bounds. He could have kicked from the spot where he could have ran out of bounds. He could have at least attempted a field goal. Not automatic, but it would have been an opportunity. We would have had some overtime potentially here. But instead, I'm ending the stream now. And congrats to the Nebraska Cornhuskers, and congrats to the Cornhuskers and Burt, as he ended up pulling the rabbit out of the hat there. Going down the field, methodically scoring, that was impressive. I thought UFC was going to strike back there with the field goal, and that guy could have ran out of bounds. He should have. I'll stop saying it now. I think everybody knows. But they'll both get a playoff spot. USC will have to play in the first round. Likely to play a home game in that. I'm not so confident in Oklahoma. They're probably playing away. But all the teams we saw here today do deserve playoff spots. I will say that. USC did play a very good game. They just made some boneheaded mistakes that cost them this game. They can't afford to do that in the playoffs. So, Cam learned the lesson. Run out of bounds in that situation. Don't go for two in that other situation. If Nebraska loses the game, we're talking about how Johnson fumbled the ball. Not much he could have done there. So, anyways, I guess enough rambling on here. It's time to advance to bowl season. Be on the lookout for me to do some playoff games if I have time to do so. I would love to. I would love to do the Natty if I'm available for it. But for now, this is your boy J-Bob signing off, saying see you next time from League of Ordinary Gentlemen. Y'all have a